Hello and welcome to Fusion Tech. Today I'll be doing an explain/top 5 type of video on the USB Type-C, a slightly new connector that's come out in recent months that is supposed to replace everything. Now let's say you have a camera and that has its own USB port. And then you have a phone that has its own type of port. And then you have a laptop that has its own type of port. USB Type-C is supposed to simplify all of that. So the point of Type-C is to get rid of all your proprietary cables and all that trash and make an affordable, easy to use cord that can be used on pretty much every device. Now right now this port is only on the newest MacBook from Apple, the Chromebook Pixel by Google, the second one, and the Nokia N1, which is actually a budget tablet. Now this port has many uses. You can use it as a display port, as an audio cable, as a data port, and even as a charging port. So you can use this cable for almost everything. So let's say your laptop has 3 USB ports, just a normal USB port, an audio jack, a microphone jack, all these different types of ports, an HDMI, or maybe even a VGA port. USB Type-C is supposed to replace all of that. So on the newest TVs, you'll get USB Type-C ports where you can plug in your computer directly into the TV using USB Type-C. Now why is this good, you may ask? Well, it's good mainly because it's really easy. This is awesome because let's say you lose the cable to your computer. Computer chargers are so insanely expensive, but with USB Type-C, you can just run out and buy like a $10, $15 USB cable. So let's talk about the issues currently. These will be fixed later, but the problem is it's not adopted yet. Nothing supports it. I mean, like literally nothing. So everything it's all proprietary. So if you get the new MacBook, you're gonna have to buy like 70 adapters. You wanna plug in your normal USB mouse? Too bad, you have to buy an adapter. Of course, eventually these will be fixed as devices update to the USB Type-C protocol, but that just hasn't happened, of course, yet. I mean, it'll be several years, just like the jump from USB 1.1 to 2, and the jump from 2 to 3, even though 3 hasn't been completely rolled out yet, because 3.1 is supposed to replace it. So let's get into the top 5 part of this video. So the first thing, this cable can support a lot of power going through it. So you can charge your laptop with it, which sucks a lot of power. You can charge a tablet. You can charge a phone. It's amazing how much power can be pushed through this cable, and it can charge pretty much everything. Another thing is it's super fast. With 10 gigabits of transfer speed, you can pretty much transfer like an entire movie in a few seconds. It's pretty amazing how quick the transfer speeds actually are. Now this is something that should have been on cables for a really long time, and it's one of the things that Apple got spot on. A durable USB cable that can be reversible. Yes, that's right, USB Type-C is reversible. So let's say it's the middle of the night, you dropped your phone on the ground, your charger got yanked out of it, and you're like, I don't want to turn on the lights. So you get down and you try to put it in. Normal USB cable, you try to put it in, and you get it wrong all of the time. There's a 50-50 chance, and you get it wrong 95% of the time. USB Type-C, all you literally have to do is put it in. It's pretty amazing and kind of awesome. Another nice thing about USB Type-C is that it's backwards compatible. Now, of course, you won't be able to plug in your mouse directly to the port. And currently, you will have to buy adapters, but it's nice that it is backwards compatible. So if you buy USB Type-C to a USB 3.1 port and a little adapter, then it will be able to transfer normal stuff over it. So it's nice that it is backwards compatible, even if it's a little bit of a hassle and you have to carry around adapters and stuff, at least it is backwards compatible with a lot of things. The fifth and final thing about this port is that it's super small. You can fit in the thinnest of devices and you don't have to use a special cable. So let's look at the Oppo R1. Now that thing was so small that they could only fit a USB port and not a normal 3.5mm headphone jack. So now you could just get an adapter in order to use a 3.5mm headphone jack with that phone. So it's actually very nice that it is so small, because now we can make devices thinner, and we can make computers thinner and lighter because there's less components in it. So it's nice that we're moving forward with charging technology. So you might be thinking right now, oh my gosh, this thing is amazing. When can I get it? Well, it'll probably be a few years until places catch up. Phone manufacturers and camera people, a lot of people need to catch up in order for this to become mainstream. And I mean, it'll be at least another about 10 years, which is sad, but we are going to have to wait. So that's about it for USB Type-C. It's an awesome connector that hasn't been adopted yet, and will get adopted in the future. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Fusion Tech. You can click to the left. No, that's the right. You can click to the right to see my other videos, and right below my picture is a subscribe button. Leave a like if you like this kind of new style format, being outside and all type of video, and goodbye.